A lot of rain to come in western Scotland, then something quite a bit colder in the second half of this week. This is your fleeting view from Emwys. Tuesday's chart has got a very mild southwesterly airstream across most of Britain. We've got a trail of fronts coming in off the Atlantic, and that's the recipe for some prolonged heavy rainfall across western mountains in Scotland. A lot of low cloud and murkiness and general dampness across most western hills, across Wales, across Cumbria, and into southwest Scotland as well. Very little rainfall reaching the eastern side of the Highlands. It's a very windy day, and there'll be gales or severe gales across most of the higher mountains. Let's run the story then for the rest of the week, and those fronts will wriggle their way back northwards for a time on Tuesday evening before the whole feature just pushes further eastwards off the Atlantic, so some further prolonged totals of rain overnight into Wednesday, and eventually will clear from the west into Wednesday daytime. It may take its time, and it may be quite a messy clearance from the west and across England and Wales. That clearance might not come until almost the back end of the day, so another wet day to come here. Mild ahead of the front, colder air tucking in behind, and quite a significant drop of temperature and freezing level coming around from the north as we go overnight into Wednesday. So a wraparound of low pressure and zones of precipitation may well start to fall as snow to increasingly low levels across northern Scotland through overnight into Thursday. Some uncertainty on the exact detail, but we could well see a good covering of snow across the mountains of Scotland by Thursday morning. A chilly day then for Thursday, windy at first, risk of gales for a time, easing down as we go onwards through the daytime. Still some showers with some snow and some hail falling to quite low levels on Thursday morning, even across England and Wales. Mostly rain at lower slopes here though. Higher pressure building toward the north, so any showers tending to fade as the day goes on, particularly across Scotland, where winds should drop light. Temperatures sub-zero, though, across the higher tops on Thursday. Uncertainty about a little feature of low pressure trying to drift in from the west overnight into Friday, but pressure stays high toward the north, so likely to be clear skies and frosty across Scotland at least overnight into Friday morning. Leads to a dry start to the day, and it may well be that Friday is a good day, but we've just got to watch how soon the next fronts try and move back in from the Atlantic. The risk of deteriorating for strengthening winds and some rain preceded by snow coming on to western Scotland before the end of the day. Really just watch the timing of that one at this stage. It leaves us most likely with changeable patterns into the weekend. Briefly some milder air gets back in, then temperatures likely to drop again, so some freeze and some thaw on the mountains for a time into the weekend. Looking fairly windy and a changeable westerly airstream still around for the time being. Likely to be back to some snow and some hail showers as the weekend goes on. We shall look at that in more detail in the planning video on Tuesday. That's been your fleeting view. Thanks for watching.